Well, hello, everybody. It's time for the 2025 edition of Coach's Corner. I've had a lot of people asking, why hasn't it been on? And the true reason is because we hadn't had our fantasy draft yet and didn't know if we'd have anything to talk about. So now that we've had our fantasy draft, we can kick off Coach's Corner. No, actually, last time you and I spoke on camera was in the hotel meeting area at State, and I think we did a live one, and so a lot has happened since then. So let's go back to that, if we could. The game, the state championship game, first time at Camp Randall. Tell me about the experience before we get into the game. What was that like for you and the coaches and the team?
It was great. I mean, again, just to finally get there, and for the kids to be able to, travel down there, stay in the hotel, do all those things, and then to go out in the stadium. Even the guys that didn't play, I mean, I think they just were kind of in awe. And it was just a great experience, something we'll never forget. So I'm happy that they got to experience that. It's something you always dream of as a kid, playing in the state title, and they got to do that. So it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to give you that, even just a little extra motivation to try to get back there and get the W this time. Let's talk about the game just a little bit. We don't have to rehash it too much. Came up short. I said that in a comment once, and somebody jumped on. He's like, they didn't come up short, they got hosed. Well, be that as it may. I thought you guys, the team played so well. They ran up against a really good team as well. Some breaks didn't go their way. Some things got missed maybe, but still it was a close game. You guys were in it till the end and had a chance in that one. Brock broke all sorts of state championship game records with his arm. Take us through the game and kind of how all that went.
Sorry, I try to block it out sometimes. No, it's still kind of vivid though, but I mean, we had our chances. I mean, we weren't at our best when we needed to be. In just kind of simple phases of the games, a few blocks here, a few tackles there. Turnovers are obviously huge. We had a couple turnovers the first half that ended up being the difference. We eliminated a couple of those small mistakes, and we're probably right there, maybe winning the thing in the end. I don't know, but we definitely shot ourselves in the foot on a couple things, and again, you got to have that at that level, obviously. Yeah,
but you bring a lot of guys back who were there and witnessed what it takes to get there and what it takes to win that game. And like you said, you got to eliminate some of those mistakes. So let's bring it on to this year. You guys had a good summer, good camp at UMD, it sounds like. That's kind of when football season, in my mind, begins. You go up with the team, pads on, get some hitting in up at UMD. How did that go?
Good. It's always a good first step for us. Gets the guys kind of excited. I think they look forward to it, and just gives you a chance to see what you got. Try some guys in spots, and kind of just roll into the August.
Right, and that is like one thing. You guys had 5 returning starters on the offensive line last year, and I think a lot of them, it was their third year starting on the O-line. So coming into this year, it seemed like that might be the biggest, I wonder how that's going to go, moment or thing for a layperson like me. So tell us a little bit about how the guys have kind of stepped into their role. You're 2 games into the season. What have you liked from that crew?
Oh, for sure, that's always the biggest question mark. We've got new guys up front, but I'm encouraged that, they're not backing down. They're not getting down on themselves. We might have scored when we grade out film at the line. They've scored pretty low. It's kind of normal for the start of the year, and then having new guys, especially, kind of expected. But I think they got the right attitude. They're plugging away. I've seen a lot of improvement in some guys, and that's really encouraging. The guys that are just kind of getting their first starts, I think are going to be there all year. I'm encouraged with what they're doing up front and their attitudes and kind of the steps they're taking.
Nice, good. That's what you want to see. How about the skill positions? You've got one of the best quarterbacks in the state, not glazing, as the kids say, but Brock is.
I don't know what that means, Bob.
You don't know what that means? You have teenage
I've
boys.
heard it, but I'm not familiar.
Do you know what 6'7" means?
I've heard it. I don't.
Stupid thing.
Yeah,
you're a teacher and you have
teenage.
I'm trying to
ignore all that stuff. It's just like stupid.
Glazing is like They always come up with something.
We never talked like that when we were in high school. It was all
it was all very
correct adult
proper. Right. We were very mature for our age.
I remember it.
Yeah. I could probably say some things. We'll wait till the camera stops rolling. Geez, where was I?
Glazing.
Yeah, I'm not glazing Brock. Oh, they'll get a kick out of that little segment. But he is fantastic at quarterback. His twin brother, Caden, heck of a good receiver, highly recruited. Brock's highly recruited. You've got some speed with Reese. Caleb is a good all-around receiver. You've got the Anderson boys. You've got Daxter Schultz in the backfield. I don't know if I'm missing anybody, but that's a lot of firepower.
Yeah, I mean, those guys, we kind of knew that should be our strength.
Yeah.
And they've done a good job. I think, again, some of those guys just with more experience are going to get better and better. The guys that have been around, Reese and Caden and Brock, and just hopefully they lead us. I mean, we're kind of looking at those guys to be our leaders, offensively and make those big plays. And, so far through 2 games, they've done a good job. So hopefully just continue to grow and improve, and we'll be all right. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, you're replacing a heck of a good running back in Ian Berkman last year. Was it 2,000? Yeah, a little over 2,000 yards on the ground. Good out of the backfield. Heck of a good blocker. So trying to replace that might just have to be done in the aggregate, as they say. So, but it's been fun watching the first 2 games. So game 1, you guys played here against Amory. Amory always seems to give us a little bit of trouble. The opening game this year, you guys really took it to them. Tell us a little bit about the Amory game.
Yeah, I was happy. We've talked about that the last few years, how we've been so ugly on offense the opening game.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they can say the same thing, that week 1 it's going to happen. But I thought we played a lot cleaner this year on the offensive side, and I thought our defense was fantastic. I mean, we gave up one kind of jump ball, but I thought the defense was lights out for 90% of the night, so I was really encouraged by that. Our tackling was good for the first game, and again, we didn't have those just over and over stupid mistakes like we sometimes do week 1, so that was a good start.
Yeah, 100%. And you mentioned your defense. I meant to highlight them too when we were talking about returners and that, but the defense coming into this year was what I thought would be the strength of the team overall. Obviously, the offense can score a lot of points, but the defense is just as good at defending, keeping points off the board. Until the second half of the St. Croix game. We'll get to that.
Times.
But would you say that that's a strength of the team, or would you say it's a work in progress?
No, I hope it's our strength. I mean, we feel the same way. We've got a lot of guys that had good experience last year, whether they started or not, some guys that we know can play. Coming out here with, returning linebackers is always helpful, kind of like having your old line come back, and defense having those linebackers back, and guys in the secondary now that have been tested and know where to be to make plays. And hopefully, again, if we can just be consistent, we weren't consistent week 2. We had some really good moments, and we had some downfall moments. But I think if our guys can dial in and be consistent, that's going to be key. And obviously, defense wins championships. So if those guys can be solid, that'll probably carry us to where we want to go.
Right. Yes. So let's get to that St. Croix game. That strange St. Croix game. Get out there, just cream them for a while. 33-0 the score was. Almost got to that 35-point difference where it would have been running clock in the second half. St. Croix scores a touchdown at the end of the first half, making it 33-8, I think. And then they came out and they scored in the first possession of their first possession of the second half after we go 3 and out and get the punt blocked. How do you deal with something like that as a coach? How can you stay calm, or do you stay calm, or is sometimes it's just time for a little kick in the butt, or is it just tough human nature up that big, thinking you're going to coast? Or talk us through kind of what you were going through there.
Well, at the end of the first half, that was kind of, I'll credit them too.
Yeah,
they made great plays. Quarterback's a terrific player.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about
Receivers are terrific. They're a great team. So they come back, and we give up that halftime touchdown, which we've done so many times. We talk about it right before
last
half.
2 minutes of the half.
We relax for whatever reason, and we give that up. And so at halftime, we really just got on them about that. And of course, we come out, we shoot ourselves in the foot, and then all of a sudden it's a ball game.
Yeah.
Give them the short field, they score. Now 33-16, it's on.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it. The whole crowd knows it. All teams know it. They got all the momentum in the world.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's just like, hey, all right, we're in for a fight now.
Yeah.
Okay? We could have had the game over. We didn't. Now it's 4 quarters. We got to hang on, and that's kind of what happened. Just kind of hang on and survive, and we did that. So it's better than the other result.
Right.
Flopping and losing 34-33 or whatever the score could be.
Yeah. No, that's 100% right. And it was just like it traded blows in that second half. You got a touchdown, they got a touchdown. I was super impressed with St. Croix's quarterback Sladke. I mean, rewatching the film, he put some balls on his receivers just right where it needed to be while he was getting hit or under pressure, people at his feet. I mean, it's like if he's on like that, yes, maybe some things need to change on defense, but good offense beats good defense a lot of times. Is that true?
It's arguable.
It's arguable.
It's arguable. But no, I mean, if he's making plays like that, you got to tip your hat sometimes and say, okay, and a couple times he threw it between 3 defenders.
Yeah.
Right in a perfect spot.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got good size. He's tough. And when he's putting the ball on like that, which he does a lot, I mean, it's like you got to tip your hat once in a while. And then the big thing is to avoid the big plays, which when we let him get behind us a couple times and give him a touchdown instead of, let's tackle him for a 30-yard gain and regroup. Okay, that's kind of sometimes the difference. It's just not allowing those plays to get away from you.
Yeah, sure. Speaking of good quarterbacks, you got another one coming in this Friday night, Glenwood City. Their quarterback looks tall and athletic and a good arm.
Yep. Another returning starter.
Yeah.
He played last year and he tore us up, as we talked about first half.
Yeah.
He went right down the field, accurate, good athlete, good size.
Yeah.
So we got to deal with him. Otherwise, it'll be a long night. We got to contain him.
Yeah, and they look like they've got a nice ground game to go along with that. A little misdirection, looks like a little option. But who knows? They might come out with something completely different coming up here to try to take
Coach
a
Strong,
shot.
he's a veteran coach. He's been around. He does a great job. And, they can mix things up with the best of them and show you something you haven't seen. Last year, I think they came out and they did one of those little muddle huddle kick returns where everybody joins in. And then they break out. So stuff you never know. You can't really practice some things that you might, because you don't have any idea what they're going to do. So they might come out with some wrinkles, or they might come out running their stuff and try to stop us.
Sure.
We'll see.
Very good. So that is 7 o'clock on Friday night here back at R.W. Olson's Stadium. We will have that on the air for you guys to watch after you come out to the game and fill the stands up. Let's talk a little bit macro here. You guys have had a lot of success in the last few years. Obviously last year making it to the state championship. With all that success has moved you up a division. You're going from Division 6 to Division 5. You guys, as of right now, have a nice ranking. You're in the top 5 in Division 5. I'm guessing that doesn't mean that much to you, especially after 2 games. But the fact is you have now an opportunity if you win the rest of your games, you've got some good teams, including Glenwood City.
That's a long road.
Long run. I'm sorry. I'm a media guy. I can think like this. I know you can't. But just hang with me. Like, if you do finish how you want to finish, that's should lead to a really good seed, maybe a 1, maybe a 2 seed. Looking at some of the other teams in the division in our area, they've lost some games. So is that added pressure? Is that something you don't think about? And just in general, what do you think about moving from 6 to 5?
It's you don't never want to move up a division and play bigger schools. I mean,
especially since you haven't actually won the whole thing in the division you're supposed to be.
Yeah, it's not like we're not Stratford. We don't have back-to-back state titles and say, we can move up and bring it on. We're still trying to earn our, mark and build a reputation. And again, we haven't won it all. So, but moving up, again, like you said, it's at the same time, that's a nice compliment because we've been doing well. But now you just know you got to play sometimes at another level, like I've told everybody, Division 6 is going to have plenty of top-notch teams too.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're pushing us up to 1. You're playing some bigger schools, but when you get in the playoffs, especially when you get into, a level 3 game, you're playing somebody really good no matter what division you're at. So it's just something that, hey, down the road, we'll worry about it when it comes to that, and let's handle business week by week. And, we don't really have a choice in it anyway. So
that's right.
Let's go out and play.
Right. Oh, that's a good way to think of it. Sure. Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, I know you guys have been waiting for this, but how do you feel about your fantasy football draft?
Really good. People might say that's since I got a C+ ranking by AI. Last year I hated my team. As soon as I left the door, I knew that I drafted nobody I wanted. This year I got some guys I wanted.
Okay.
So we look to be a sleeper. Tune in back in week 15, and let's just see how I'm doing.
Let's see how the Bo Nix-led Bird City Ballers do by week 15. Yeah. It's not going to take that long to find out how you're going to do. Bo Nix was my one stretch, but I feel good about him. Okay. Well, he did all right. I mean,
he's got a good cast around him.
He drafted him so early. You needed running backs.
No, I got the best running backs in the business. McCaffrey and Josh Jacobs.
Oh, that's right. You got McCaffrey. So I drafted the future starting running back in week 5 from the 49ers since your guy will be on ice by then.
No, don't say that.
We don't wish that on anybody.
No,
but
he's going to have a good year. Stay healthy.
He's going to have a great...
Christian, if you're watching this, Christian McCaffrey, stay healthy.
Yeah. Are you connected to him because Leo gave you a jersey that...
No, I'm not. Not connected to anybody.
You are connected to Leo, and he gave you the jersey that he tackled at one point.
McCaffrey in that
jersey. It has a grass stain on it from that very tackle.
Yep,
do you think you owe it to McCaffrey? Or you owe it to McCaffrey to not draft him with your luck?
Yeah. Right. You can't draft all Chiefs, so I guess we got to branch out a little bit.
By the way, the league has Coach Adam Hale, his dad, Dennis Hale, in it. Guess who drafted the Chiefs' defense? Leo. Leo could be watching. I got you, Leo.
I doubt it.
I got you, Leo. Leo likes watching this, I know. I do know we got a lot of people like, when is the Coach's Corner coming out? So this is it in all its glory. I hope you are as excited about it as Coach Hale here. So I think that's it. Anything else you want to talk about?
Go Pirates.
Yeah, all right. We can agree on that. Go Pirates. All right, we'll see you on Friday night.